Bucky Show. Today we have two very special guests. It's that couple you all know and love, the Macbeths. And between me and you, I have a little insight. Macbeth apparently just got promoted to Thane of Cawdor, so maybe he'll give us some secret insight on that. All right, now we have them, the couple of the hour. Come on down, you guys. All right, so Macbeth, Lady Macbeth, thank you so much for joining us today. So glad to finally have you. How are you guys doing?
Oh, yeah, we're good. Sorry, do you want to answer first?
No, you can, it's fine.
All right. Well, this recent promotion that I got honestly just has me looking forward to our future together, and I mean, it makes me really happy lately. So.
Yeah, and my future, well, our future is looking really good, and I believe that when any opportunity comes along to achieve higher than one's present status, you should take advantage of it, right, Macbeth?
Okay.
Yeah, that's reasonable. So Macbeth, let's hear more about this promotion. How has that impacted you guys?
Well, I mean, honestly, it's great just because it gives me more territory to control, but it's just really weird because these just three women that I've never met before are the ones who told me that it had happened, and honestly, it's throwing me for a loop. Like, I don't understand how they would know such a thing.
How weird. You've never met them?
No, I have no idea who they are.
Oh.
Yeah, but in his prophecy, they mentioned that he would become king, so it's more just like a stepping stone into our future, what we really want.
Yeah, but I said I'm not going to be doing anything reactionary based on what they said, remember?
Yeah, we'll see.
Okay, well, this is new news. This is exciting. You want to elaborate on this king? Are you guys, what's up with that?
Yeah, you should.
No, I really did not want to talk about that today because I didn't want to do anything about it.
Okay. I guess that's all the time we have for today then. But thank you so much for coming. I hope to see you guys next time. Bye. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with a second installment with the Macbeths. So you guys, you've been really busy since we last met. How have you been doing?
We're doing well.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's good, that's good. So I want to hear about this promotion to King of Scotland. That's amazing, Macbeth. How did you climb the social ladder so fast? Do you have any tips for maybe anybody in the audience or, you know, me? I know we'd all love to get to that position of power someday. No?
Okay. It's honestly just fallen into our laps. Like, unfortunately, the late king was found dead, but it worked in our favor that Macbeth was the next position.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, that's amazing. Macbeth, do you not agree with that? You okay?
I mean,
Actually, he doesn't disagree and probably shouldn't be saying anything right now.
Oh, I mean, that's totally fine. It is a big audience today, so I don't want to step on any toes or pry or anything, but do you mind if I say it does seem like there's a little bit of tension in your marriage right now. Macbeth looks a little off today. Maybe it's just an off day.
Yeah.
But I would love to hear him speak about this. I'd love to hear his side of this and talk about your promotion. Do you want to just speak your mind for a second? Or?
I mean, yeah, honestly, she just makes me feel terrible about myself. She just belittles me and makes me feel like I'm not even a man, and I mean, I just don't know what to do. Like, I feel like I do everything in my power to try and keep this thing together and keep her happy, but I mean, I just don't know. I mean, like, I said from the very beginning I wanted to just leave it up to fate. Like, I didn't want to do anything to get this, and I honestly feel like she's just bullied me into getting power, and like, I mean, obviously I wanted it too, but I didn't want it this way, and I didn't want to come about it this way, and it's just messing with my head, and I just can't even think straight anymore, honestly. It's just destroying my life.
So she wanted you to act more like a man by killing someone?
Someone had to do it because everyone knows he wouldn't have been able to. He's way too soft. We both wanted the same thing. I just reached for the opportunity and he basically just shrank away from it. But look where God is now. We're king and queen of Scotland. And I feel like our marriage wouldn't be falling apart the way it is if he would just do what I tell him to do.
Oh, so your marriage isn't doing well.
No.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, you guys. But it's sounding like it's all because of what it took to get you into power. But I mean, anything to please the missus, am I right?
I mean, I wouldn't say Mrs. because according to you, you think you're more of a man than I am. Even though I still killed Duncan, killed Banco, tried to do the same thing to his son. I mean, I did that all for you and for this relationship. And like doing those things has honestly like warped my mind and it's honestly just messing with my head and like it's just changing me and I don't like it. But I mean,
Well, it's about time you did something to help with this family. I feel like I've been pulling all the weight around. I might as well be married to a woman.
I mean, if that's the role you want me to take, then so be it. If all Lady Macbeth wants is to acquire more power, and the only way to get that is to kill people and just keep killing people to maintain it, then, I mean, I guess I'll succumb to what her ideas of being a man are. I mean, our marriage is just terrible right now, and I want to do everything I can to save it. And, I mean, if I've already killed 2 people, like, I don't see why I would stop now. Like, there's nothing stopping me, really. We'll just see where this gets us.
Okay, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for joining us. I can't wait to see you next time. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and we are back with the Macbeths. I know we've all been anxiously waiting as we follow along with their journey. When we last met with them, there was a little bit of hostility between the two as they seemed to be developing some marital issues. So you guys, what's been up? Let's get a life update.
It's madness, literal madness. Like she's lost her mind.
Whoa, let's reel it in there, partner. Gotta keep those ratings up, am I right? So, Macbeth, why do you feel as though Lady Macbeth is experiencing some slight personality changes?
She just got buyer's remorse right now. Like she wanted to become queen so quickly, and she just didn't care what we did to get there. Even if that meant betraying her normal role as a woman. But now that we're here, she has all these regrets. Like she's just now come to her senses and has this newfound sense of morality. I mean, I could care less what she thinks. I'm not gonna give this up now. Like now that we're here, I've done all this stuff. I'm invested in this.
Oh wow, Macbeth, those are some pretty bold opinions. So, do you think that Lady Macbeth's desire for power is what drove her towards those aggressive actions? And what does that have to do with masculinity? Can a woman not be violent?
A woman violent? I'm not in this day and age. I understand this country is pretty progressive, but back in Scotland, a woman knows her place, and that is to be a gentle, caring person who does not align with my wife's character. She's the complete opposite of that.
What I wanted was power for the both of us, and it was the only way. You clearly weren't taking matters into your own hands anytime soon, so someone had to do it. But then you couldn't just stop killing. Oh, their bodies.
Is this not what you wanted? Like, you realize you pushed me to do this. You wanted to be queen more than I ever wanted to be king. You had to take matters into your own hands.
My hands! There's blood on my hands!
Just stop saying that. Like, you're literally such a hypocrite. I said the same thing after I killed Duncan, and you told me to just wash my hands off, and I would be rid of the problems forever.
Oh!
Oh my gosh.
Did you just... Okay, that's all the time we have for today, folks. We'll see you next time. All right, and we are back with our 4th and final installment with the Macbeth. Where is Lady Macbeth?
Where is she?
She's dead. She did the unthinkable and cut her time on Earth short. The guilt was just too much for her.
Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry to hear about that.
Yeah,
Would you mind talking about it?
Yeah, I mean, I'll talk about it. Our marriage was an epic journey that ended too soon, but I mean, we were powerful. I can't say we weren't, but we were both just poisoned by greed, and me especially, I felt this necessity that I needed to prove my masculinity to her because she constantly just belittled me. And I mean, she constantly told me likewise that she could take on this role as a man, and I felt that because she thought that she needed to do that I needed to do it to prove that I wasn't just this insufficient man and, I mean, king. I still am in control of this kingdom. And, I mean, I ended up just becoming a monster. I lost sight of who I was, and, I mean, I guess I just took her advice to heart. And I remember the time I hesitated to kill someone, and she asked me, are you not a man? And now every time I kill someone, I ask myself, are you not a man? And it kind of just gives me the inspiration to just keep going, and I've just lost track of myself and who I am. And now she's gone, and like, for what? Like, what have we accomplished? What have we done? So.
Wow. That's some pretty deep stuff right there.
Yeah.
It appears that upon the news of your wife's death, that we see a more thoughtful, sensitive Macbeth that perhaps we once knew. You talked a lot about the toxic masculinity that you seem to fall into.
Yeah.
Did hearing about your wife's death put things back into perspective for you?
I mean, yeah, momentarily it did, but I mean, the journey to power is an unforgiving one, and I mean, we were no exceptions. At this point, I just wish for peace for my wife, and after everything that we went through. Life's but a walking shadow, a poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage, and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing.